What's good, guys? Welcome back to Talking at the Movies. COVID alert! Call
Hey,
the
Dave,
authorities! What's good, guys? Welcome back to Talking at the Movies. I'm Ed Reese,
I'm Mo.
and this is our Loki watch Minisode review thing that we do every week. That kind of throws me off because I always forget that we're doing it separately. Yeah, episode 4, the Nexus event. It's a cool episode.
It was a very good episode. I think they've all been very good.
Yeah, but things were a little more just character-based last week, kind of slowed things down a bit. But this, yeah, shit happened this week. It was eventful.
What? I mean, there was so much shit happened. Which particular piece of shit are you referring to?
Let's get to it when we go
And
through.
it would actually be really cool to get your interpretation as to what you think the Nexus event is or was.
I think it's pretty obvious what it was.
Was it?
I guess it is the interpretation. Yeah.
Because I thought I'd sussed it, but apparently I've seen a few things online that they actually point at something completely different.
Yeah, we open up and we get to see it is official. Sylvie, Lady Loki, is a legit Loki of some kind. She was, a child of Asgard in some way, even though if it takes from the comics and that's slightly different because he was a human taken from Earth and then put, but they don't seem to be going in that direction. So yeah, we get to see her as a child playing on Asgard innocently.
Yeah, now this is the thing, right? Because remember a couple of weeks ago they did this whole thing about Loki being gender fluid.
Yeah.
Right? Now imagine they take it to the next level, that he can actually decide like what gender he or she would like to be. And the fact that they've got Lady Loki playing with what was it? No, it wasn't a ship. It was the what's the female warriors from Asgard?
Valkyries.
Like the Valkyries. So imagine like he or she's playing with that and then decides, you know what? I want to be one of these and does a.
That's not all gender fluid.
No, but these are mischievous people with lots of power, right?
I don't think they've alluded that that's what's going on here, but yeah, whatever. But anyway, Sylvie's playing innocently. Just an innocent child playing with toys. And then TVA enter and we see what's the face? Renslayer. Guess before she got promoted to be like the head of all of these guys, she was one of the grunts that would go out and grab people and just snatched her up. And we also got confirmation that they said something later on in the episode that when they did that glowing thing on the floor, it didn't just reset that time. They said that it just obliterated her universe. That's what Sylvie said when she referred to it. Snatched her and obliterated. So I guess she can't ever go back to whatever she was taken from because it's gone.
So I think so they have said that in Loki so far, haven't they? Because I think they go to Loki in the first episode. He can never go back to where he's come from.
Yeah. So.
But that's what I suddenly thought. Like, is this the Nexus event? Like them taking her, like, and it is almost like a paradox. Like they've committed an action, right? And because she's a child, so she hasn't done anything at this point. But is it like have the timekeepers seen that she's going to kill them?
I was actually alluding to that. I was thinking that they may have been alluding to that, but I think it is just the case. Well, yeah, you never know because they're trying to be smart and sneaky.
They're trying to be smart, but it's kind of like, is this like a precog type thing? Like she's being punished for a future crime because it's so serious. But by doing this, they're actually fulfilling that prophecy.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Because I was definitely thinking that when she was face to face with them. But as we know, as in this moment, all we're supposed to believe is that she's a variant, an anomaly who, I guess, because she just shouldn't exist. Either she shouldn't have been female or she just shouldn't have been born in this version of whatever reality she was snatched from. So yeah, they snatch her up, and while she's being processed or on the way to being processed, it's really fucked up just seeing her there in all like the prison gown. This little kid that's in the little prison suit with the choker on and them just treating her like crap. But in a little tussle, she grabs the tempad off of Renslayer and just bounces. Has plenty of time as well because she kind of poses there, just staring at them for a while. No one even tries to grab at her, but yeah, and she just disappears into time and learns to hide.
Even as a young child, mischievous but resourceful.
Yeah. But Renslayer, even then though, Renslayer just seemed really. I don't know whether it was intentional, but she seemed scared of her the moment she got that tempad off of her.
So do you think like Renslayer knows more than she is like
Definitely.
letting on? Yeah.
Definitely, especially when she asks her at the end, do you remember what it was that I was
Yeah.
supposed to have done? And she's like, I don't remember, but she was smiling when she said it. Sneaky smile. So I definitely think she knows way more than she's letting on.
But I think it's like pretty not sus, but I think it's pretty it's positive. Everybody else doesn't, right? Because obviously it was a shock to Mobius. It was a shock to the B-15.
You're getting ahead. You're getting too far ahead, Mo.
Oh.
Let me break it down.
Well, hold on. Are you doing scene by scene?
I'm
Because we
doing
don't
the
normally do
whole
that.
thing. Why not?
We just
Why
do
not?
like we just go on, go for it.
It all matters. So we get Renslayer. I guess she's debriefing what we're led to believe is the timekeepers or keepers of time. I forget their official titles. She goes into that room. We get to see it for the first time. It's the glowing eyes, the three Trinity beings.
Did you get Bill and Ted vibes? Because that's how
Not
they're
at
like
the time,
situated.
but as soon as now that you've mentioned it, I completely see it now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I did not notice that at the time. But that is totally what that looked like.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
You almost expected them like to come out from the corner playing a guitar or something.
Yeah. I feel validated because that was one of the theories that this could be a Wizard of Oz type scenario, and it looks like that seems to be definitely the case.
Quite possible. Well, so you're not entirely sure, because my first thought was like, are the robots just decoys? Like the real timekeepers don't reveal themselves, or is it the case that they are actually have always been robots?
Yeah, I think that's the case. People keep talking about there being a Kang the Conqueror, who's an old Marvel villain, who in the comic book equivalent, close as to this story, is the big bad. Whether that's where they go in this, I'm not even sure. But yeah, we get to see C20 asking questions, and I guess we're kind of led to believe that when she was touched by Sylvie,
Yep.
she also had memories because Morbius started talking. He's been asking questions about what happened to no, actually C20 was the original one, the one who was taken before.
Yeah,
I'm getting them mixed up with the other one. So many, they all got B-15 I'm confusing them with. It's just these fucking numbers. You can't remember. But yeah, Morbius is asking about what happened to C20, and we're told that she was got rid of her. Too dangerous. The rhyme was corrupted. She was just spouting gibberish. So that is where alarm bells started to go off. And even with him, you can kind of see that he was a little suspicious about that because she wasn't that bad when they first came across her.
Well, was it the fact that like I mean, we actually have confirmation that they killed? Well, I guess they probably did kill her, right? Because there was and I guess the spell or whatever it was had worn off.
Yeah, and she was just spouting the truth, that kind of her running around, telling the truth. So we go back to the Lamentus one. All hopes are lost. That's what it seems to be. Lady Loki, Loki just sitting there, just watching the moon come crashing down. And earlier when they first got to the planet, they were having to zigzag and bounce around to avoid all of the little missiles that are just flying down from the moon. Here, they just seem to be fine, just sitting in one place. Everything around them.
Absolutely fine, just like being lucky. They found the perfect spot.
The perfect sweet spot.
Yeah.
And things start to the way it was framed seemed to be it's almost like a couple watching the sunset. It was very kind of a romantic shot. And then words are exchanged, and then Loki takes the hand, and this is intercut with the TVA that's talking about trying to find where they are, and they have to find them. Things are getting desperate. And then the moment that Loki takes Sylvie's hand, looks her in the eye, and they both look at each other, that's when this Nexus event suddenly appears. So whatever they were doing triggered this. Yeah, but what type of love? On the surface of it kind of seemed like Loki has fallen in love with himself.
Do you get into like the weeds of it here? Like you're kind of thinking, obviously, like a brother and sister thing is taboo, but like how much genetic material do you share with like your variant?
Almost none, because it's a female, completely different, looks completely different.
The DNA must still be almost identical, right? You're probably just talking about surface levels, I guess, superficialness.
possibly. That could be. Yeah, we really don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but obviously she's not a frost giant. So does that make her DNA completely different? Because he is a frost giant, and
Do
that
we
is his
actually have
DNA.
confirmation that she's not a frost giant?
She's said nothing. He told her about that from his life, but remember we were shown all different versions of Lokis, and a lot of them were different species, different breeds. Some of them were massive. So yeah, it's weird. But anyway, yeah, well, on the surface of it, you could say that they're like almost falling in love with each other. But apparently, one of the I don't know if one of the writers or showrunners actually said that no, it's a case of there's no romance in the show. It's a case of just both of them realizing that they're not alone anymore. Like they found a kindred spirit, that sort of platonic love of just.
Yeah, and what do you normally do with that person in the real world?
You end up sleeping with them, and then things get awkward, and then they stop talking to each other, and then it's all ruined.
Yeah. Did you kind of feel that you were expecting something a lot more to happen at that point to rescue them, and not just the TVA opening up some portals?
No, I kind of felt that was the only possible solution to this. I don't. Yeah, I can't. There was no time for anything bigger, a ship or some, Thanos to suddenly turn up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy just passing by.
I don't think that'd be in the budget. I know there's a lot of budget for this, but yeah, that'd be way too much. So yeah, the portal's open and they're back in custody.
Back where they started,
exactly.
Or at least where Loki started.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Loki gets thrown into a mine prison, into a loop, and then we get to see Lady Sif.
Lady Sif come back.
First time since, it's probably not canon, but for the first time since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Was she not in Thor 2?
Yes. But was that before or after the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cameo? I think she was in it twice, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah, she did do a second one, didn't she? Yeah. Okay, right. So since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yes. Because apparently she wasn't in the third one because she was off filming a TV show or something.
Yeah, blind spot. But apparently she's going to be in the new one, Love and Thunder. So
finally,
yes, she is.
Yeah.
Finally, she gets she must have felt like she was just missing out, especially with Ragnarok being as cool as it was.
Yeah, I guess they just say she was off world doing something else.
Yeah, missed Ragnarok and missed all the Infinity. Damn, she must be pissed that she wasn't in what was for a little while the biggest film ever.
I probably will be again.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good seeing her just on the loop, just coming in, seeing that her hair's cut off. I guess Loki, or memory of Loki playing a joke on her, and they're beating the shit out of him over and over again.
And they never really make it clear as to whether Loki is feeling like severe pain, like from her actions, because he seems to get up and but he doesn't really like. I mean, if you get like hit where he was getting hit, you're in a lot more pain.
Yeah, you're on the floor a lot longer.
Yeah. Like they really underplayed that, so you kind of feel like,
hey, man, frost giants. Maybe it's not quite in the same spot. Yeah. Maybe it's back of the knees or something. That's where they.
All I could think of is just imagine that just kept happening for eternity. Every few minutes.
Yeah, and it's some sort of, remember they're in some outside of the time stream, so it could have been there for like a decade or something. That would have been just horrendous.
But he did break in there.
He did.
He did. Yeah, he had a revelation, didn't he? He was like about what a horrible kind of person he is.
Yeah. I did it because I just wanted attention and blah, and even she kind of acknowledged his remorse, but still, what she said was scathing. I'm tired of being alone. She's like, you will always be alone. Which gave the scene earlier more prominence. The fact that he realized he's no longer alone. He has his female self. And we get an interesting line from Morbius when he tries to go to see Sylvia, when he wants to talk to her because he's told by Renslayer that he can't, but he tries to sneak over there. And he speaks to B-15, and it's like, what is with these Lokis? We've dealt with vampires.
Yeah.
Blade. Titans. Which Thanos is one of. And Kree, which we've had from, Guardians of the Galaxy films and various other places. And Captain Marvel. Yeah, so they're trying to drop little sneaky nuggets there. So Blade isn't offered. I know there's no schedule for Blade. they kind of drop the
Yeah,
official
but
little
they
title
have.
card.
Yeah, but they have announced that it's coming.
Yeah, but when, man? That guy ain't getting no younger. Legit, he's already deep in his 40s. Like, come on. For your
You're
first film,
always about
it's
people's
important.
appearances.
It's important to be healthy and sexy to make films.
I mean, like that guy is what the same age as me, and I look half my age. So
Okay. We get a little bit more B15 question in life, and yeah, she decides to did she speak with? No, she decides to take.
She wasn't allowed to. Morbius wasn't allowed to speak to her.
Yeah, but B15.
Oh yeah, B15. B15 was acting really strange, right? But, oh no, that's because right, I remember now. Yeah, because she saw something in that Walmart type place that they were in.
Yeah, well, she remembered glimpses, so she gets in to see Sylvie. Demands the guards to get the hell out of the way. And this is after. Damn, I'm getting all mixed up now. It doesn't matter. Screw it. He gets in to see Sylvie, and she asks her, what did you do to me? Did you put a spell on me? What are these memories I had? And then, she lets her know that you're a variant. All of you are variants. Also, Loki tells this to Morbius as well after he gets out of the mind prison, the looping prison. And obviously Morbius doesn't believe him, but he suspects a little something. But Sylvie shows B15 the truth. And we don't see what her memories are, but I guess she had her family, or maybe she had a partner or something. But yeah, she says, I was happy.
I do wonder if the quickest way for Sylvie to win this would have been just, instead of to kill the timekeepers, is just go around essentially turning the
powers don't work in TVA, though, remember? Powers don't work there.
But she did show.
No, because B15 took her through a doorway to a.
Oh yes, of course.
To a place outside of the TVA, where she could use the abilities. So yeah, that's what I was hoping. Maybe she could just touch the guards every once she comes in contact with. But it was like, no, powers don't work there. Okay. But Morbius gets hold of Renslayer's tempad, sees the footage of C20.
Has everything confirmed to him.
Yeah, and it's like, oh crap, breaks out Loki. Renslayer intercepts them.
What a tense little scene that was, right? You're kind of wondering, how is he going to play that one off? He's going to try and bluff his way out.
Yeah.
But he just mans up and just comes out with it.
And then, boom, they freaking zap him and just deteriorate. And I'm thinking, is that it for Owen? Is he done?
Yeah. I've got to think a show that revolves around time travel, that's not it for him.
Well, I think we've been shown that I don't think it's it for anyone, because at first we're led to believe those zapping things were just disintegrating you, but once it happens to Loki, the post-credits show that I guess it's not killing you, you're just being sent somewhere to equivalent of their purgatory, some sort of time. It's just teleporting them to another place.
Time prison or something.
Yeah, some sort of place outside of time there they can't do no mischief. Yeah, so that seems to be. So I guess he can pop up again in theory. But before that after that happens to Morbius, we finally get a proper face-to-face with what we thought were the timekeepers. Cool effects.
It looked really nice. Did you also see the little symbol behind the timekeepers kind of looked like a bit of an hourglass?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. This thing has lots of little symbolisms here and there and everywhere.
But B15 pops up, plays the collar of Sylvie. Big fight happens. Grab a sword through it. One of the timekeepers' head falls off. Boom, they're robots. Wizard of Oz situation. Truly is, and it's like, what the fuck is this? What's going on?
Are we still expecting there to be another Loki behind all of this? Behind the curtain?
Well, there was the theory that it was going to be an older Loki, but no, I think it's the Kang. I think it might end up being this Kang the Conqueror theory. But I don't want to second guess it and figure it out accidentally and then ruin the surprise for whenever it happens. But Loki decides to kind of confront Sylvie about. Yeah, but the thing is, the way he was setting it up, that he wanted to tell her about how he felt, It was again like he was gonna profess his love.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's what it really came across.
Yeah,
like
completely.
Yeah.
And he seemed really heartfelt, wanting to say it, struggling, and then
Yeah.
Renslayer from behind, zap.
Now
And
we know
as-
why they call her, why she's called Renslayer, right?
Yeah. Still, we didn't seem as bothered though, as Loki was bothered once,
Well,
Morbius
I
got zapped.
guess she still had immediate problems to deal with.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But she just seemed to be like, get on with it.
Yep.
So yeah. At first I was thinking, wow, how much we got? 2 more episodes?
Mm-hmm. I genuinely at that moment thought, hold on a minute.
Do they have the balls?
Is he gone? Is Sylvie now taking over the
That's
show?
what I was about to say. That.
Loki, yeah.
So 2 more episodes, do they have the balls to change our lead character?
Yeah.
It's still technically Loki, but to be a different Loki, hoping that they would have gotten this version over with the audience enough that she could take over. That would take balls. But then, just out of curiosity, niggling something in my head, I decided let's let the credits play a bit. Let me just in case. You never know with Marvel.
Do you kind of feel like they should have made us wait a week?
I think they should have.
Yeah,
that
would have driven the conversation, right? Like, oh my god, Loki's dead. Like people would be like rioting.
Yeah, they should have done that.
They go, this show's gone all woke. It's now they've turned Loki into a woman.
That would have happened, true. But yeah, Loki wakes up in a wrecked New York because there was a Avengers tower behind him.
I did not even notice that. My eyes were just like on the 3 Lokis.
4 Loki.
4 Loki, right? My eyes weren't even that good then.
The crocodile had this own Loki horns on it.
Oh,
it had this own Loki. So that in itself was another variant. A fucking alligator.
So not just gender fluid, species fluid.
Exactly. So, yeah, we got a teenage boy Loki. We got Black Loki with what looked like his own version of a Forehammer, Mjolnir. And we had what's his face?
Oh, Richard E. Grant.
That's his name. Yeah, we saw him there in the comic accurate vintage Loki getup. Looked a bit weird though. Looked kind of more of a cosplay costume, if I'm honest. Yeah, but good that he's finally popped up. It wasn't just rumors.
So that does mean that that's going to be like a hell of an episode next week, right? Hell of an episode.
A bunch of Lokis together. They're going to be turning on each other.
Yeah, absolutely, guaranteed, right? Betrayal, stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
All Lokis at their best.
And what is with this weird destroyed version of Earth that they're on? Yeah, I want to know. Things just scary. And who truly is the one pulling the strings? Is it Kang the Conqueror?
Can you imagine if it's like an old, not a different variant, but it is Loki, just an older version of him?
How many Lokis can you have? I think now that you've introduced another 4,
yeah,
I think they're gonna be taking a piss if they just make this one another Loki.
No, but So, but if it's actually him, like just an older version of him.
Yeah, but that would have been for you'd get Richard E. Grant for, innit? To be the oldest.
No, you just put makeup on like Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, could do. But now I'm hoping it's some other character, someone who could kind of carry on to do other things. But yeah, it's a fun episode, man. I really enjoyed this one.
It was great. It just another chapter in a long film.
Yeah. Yeah.
And only 2 more to go.
That's all, man. Then we're gonna have a hell of a wait.
Yeah. It's great having this on a Wednesday. It's like a nice little Wednesday treat.
It's not too bad, I guess. It was annoying at first, but I'm adjusted. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And again, I want more. I want more cameos. Give me more. I'm greedy. Marvel spoiled me now.
Well, I mean, weren't you telling me that this was supposed to be stuff with like a few cameos and stuff, and so far we haven't seen anything.
Yeah. Again,
I'm just gonna stop believing all those things.
Well, I wasn't wrong. Sif's there. And Richard E. Grant did turn up, like I said.
I was kind of looking for. Okay, that is a cameo. I was kind of thinking more of a higher level up.
She was in 2 movies and 2 episodes of TV shows. Come on, how big did you get? Yeah, and Richard E. Grant did pop up in the end, but yeah, we'll see if there's any more. I guess it depends. Like if they're in a version of New York, maybe that could be where there could be other cameos.
Oh, yeah,
possibly.
Right.
Time will tell. Roll on next week. So anything else you want to point out from this episode?
No, I think we've covered almost everything here in our mad ramblings.
We went deep this week. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Loving it.
Better than Falcon?
It's intriguing. It's more of a mental intrigue. Falcon was thrilling in its action, but this is gets your noggins, gets the gears clocking. Like, oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? Yeah, I do like that.
All I really want to know is in the last two episodes, God damn, let me just see some jet skis.
Yeah, come on, man. Let the end shot of Owen Wilson just be him on the jet
He's
ski,
Luke, isn't he? No, he's Owen, isn't he? Luke's the other one.
Yes.
No, I'm completely confused now, actually.
One with a funny nose. Yeah, guys, loving it. Do you love it? Let us know. How can I do some more?
Right, folks, if you want to show your love for Loki, you can email us at tatmpodcast@gmail.com, or you can tweet us, we're Talking Movies 3, or you can follow us on Instagram, Talking at the Movies.
And don't forget, if you're just stumbling across this on YouTube, we have our main podcast, Talking at the Movies, where we talk about all movies and TV news each and every week. So join us for that. So for myself, Ed Reese.
For your folks.
See you guys next week. Bye.